Hello, this is Donna Melcher with Stampin' Up, and I have got a tip for you today. We are just a little over a week away from Christmas, and I've got a tip for you about giving a intentional little gift to someone and putting designer paper inside of a barrel of a pen to have them know that you cared enough to include a fun little pen with their gift, with their notebook, with their journal, whatever you might be gifting to someone this season. So we have got so many gorgeous papers. So this one's the perennial lavender. This would be a real pretty one to put inside of a pen. This is another one called Floral Charm. Gorgeous floral patterns. We have everything from snowflakes to burlap to whatever you want to call it. You're going to be able to find it with our designer papers. And so this one was the Floral Charm that I put in this one. And I'm going to use an old retired paper on this next one just because I made a journal with this and I want to match it. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to purchase the Pentel RSVP pens, because those are the ones that you can open up the barrel and insert the designer paper where you want it. So you're just going to unscrew the refill here, or the ink cartridge, or whatever you want to call that. And then you're going to cut a piece of designer paper 3/4 inch by 3 1/4 inches. I usually like to just kind of burnish it a little bit, get it pliable. Our designer paper is quite nice quality, and that means it's a little thicker. And it's not too thick for when you're scrapbooking and making your cards, but for something like this, you may want to just soften it up a little bit. And then what you're going to do is we're just going to roll this right around that pen, around that ink. And you can put it down on a flat surface. It does make it a little easier. And just tightly, tightly, tightly roll that around that ink. Little refill, or whatever you want to call that. And then I'm going to slide it in back into the barrel. And it always wants to get stuck right there, because you can't go any further. You can't like push it unless you pull in your Take Your Pick tool. And I showed you this cool Take Your Pick tool a while back. And we want to push it a little further because we want it to go all the way down to there. And you're going to go at an angle like this, slide it down, and it's perfectly fit in that pen. I'm going to put my ink back in there, and screw it up, and oh my goodness, tighten it up, and I've got a pen ready to gift. This particular one has got a little UPC on it yet, so I'm going to peel that off and make that a little more pretty. So go ahead, try this fun idea, grab your designer papers, and then in the future, look at the designer papers that you have ordered and see which ones are going to go good with making your own pens. Okay, have a great week, and I hope all your Christmas plans are going well. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.